Okay, I'm recording. We are good to go.
All right, Ellie, do your roll.
Do your roll.
Don't make me roll.
You got it.
Why?
Recap.
Why do the gods just
Recap.
hate me? This is the one role I can never win, ever.
Yeah, that's where you get the rest of your lucky rolls, is by losing.
Actually,
this roll.
I have to pay for it somewhere, and this is where I pay for it. There, welcome, whoever's listening out there, to me recanting once again. What I don't know that happened last time. Let's wade through and see if we can find what happened. Let's see. We went to the market. We bought some stuff. Backtracking. I think we made a deal with the scientist or something, or I don't know, got rid of a big orb or something. It was like I don't know, some sort of like
it generated
object,
infinite
ancient
plasma.
object. Yeah, it was like
No,
a
it's
nuke.
Yeah.
Not
not a nuke,
better.
but you could use it to make a lot of plasma, which you could use to make a lot of energy, which you could use to make a lot of weapons.
Or other things.
Or
Other things, right?
Other things were able, but you decided to not destroy it, but lose it.
I would destroy it. I remember that.
You did want to destroy it. Okay.
I wanted to see what happened. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened. We just
Dr.
resupplied.
Mangala.
It was pretty chill
Yeah,
there.
and then you came.
And we
here.
kind of, I feeling we're gonna pay for the resupplying of this session. This is where it all comes.
No, I just feel like I hadn't given you guys a resupply in a little while, or the ability to.
Yeah, I guess it's true.
I'm sorry.
It definitely wasn't me prepping for a massive combat session where you could plausibly die.
It was a kind of a port of sorts.
Yeah,
an omen.
port call.
Yeah. Here we are.
We are
I
not.
don't know what's going on.
We are not, sadly, being joined by Changa today because he has disappeared.
Fucking. That's why I yelled fuck earlier. It's pretty funny.
Oh my god.
That's
Oh
funny.
god.
I like that.
The sins of the father. Chenga's player, who's also named Gabriel, has disappeared. We don't know where he is.
He's hibernating. He's hibernating a little bit.
He has Asian
Chang's
parents, so I'm assuming he did something and they took everything away from him. That would be my best guess. Or he lives in Florida and he died by a gator.
What? Oh.
It's also possible.
Sure.
Or his bearded dragon grew into a real dragon and ate him. Those are our running theories right now. If he never comes back, we won't be able to find out. Maybe when we go down. We will see. So, last time... let me turn on some of the... Last time... You guys landed at the Roksha Bazaar on the southern hemisphere of the planet. Remember, the northern hemisphere is a lush, fertile zone where only the rich and workers for the rich generally live.
Yes.
Produces a majority of the food in this sector. This easily accessible sector. It's got the mood lighting in the club, the music's going. You were contacted by Plasma Joe himself, the man, the myth, the midget, to do a couple jobs for him. And if you can't hear me, tell me to speak up, because I know I'm speaking softly. You were hired to do a couple of jobs for him, and you have begun the first job, which is your client, Mr. Hyde here. And you were contacted to him, and he has told you that a couple of his friends, who are also former veterans, have seen a former military doctor by the name of Dr. Jackal, who was offering free medical care to to veterans in the military, and using his former status as a military doctor of good repute to establish a clinic for them and do it for free. And a couple of his friends who had gone to get treated have gone missing. He gave you Dr. Jackal's description. He is an odd-looking character, almost gold. And he generally picks up veterans at the spaceport where you parked your ship.
Oh yeah, we saw him on the way in. That's right. Yeah, yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. You guys decide to do. I'm gonna grab something to drink.
What's the plan? What?
I don't see why we don't just go confront the doctor.
I mean, I don't know.
Who's on board? Rue's like,
Much of a second choice. Yeah, I'd have to say probably best thing.
You want us to, what do you want us to do with him? I'm sorry, it's just space. I just heard him say it and my fucking brain's...
Hyde and Jekyll? Jekyll?
Yeah, he
Who?
wanted us to do something to the doctor that was, What do you want us to do, Jacob? I'm sorry, I don't know. It just fucking... My brain can't retain information anymore? I don't know. I think I have...
You've been hanging around me too long. I think you've
Yeah,
got
I think I am.
got my amnesia.
So what do you want us to do to the doctor, Jacob?
Flowers for Elliot.
Oh shit, I knew until you asked. Which I know
It's
is a
fucking-
terrible thing to say.
It's fucking
spreading.
spreading. Oh my god.
Contagion. Right, you're all infected. You're all infected with my
everybody
virus.
roll a Constitution check to see if you get amnesia from Ellie.
Yeah, just being present.
I just heard it and
Do I have to
registered it,
roll, or do I already have it?
and
You,
then
you
it
already
just
have
flew
it.
away.
Okay,
Part of,
good.
it's part of your character.
It just flew away. Where did it go? Anyway, I think
Drifted to space.
he just wanted
My
us
spear.
to stop him, not necessarily kill him, but you know, he's probably not gonna. Knowing these types of guys.
Well, you have no jurisdiction. So if you walk up
That's
and
true.
cap Dr. Jackal in cold blood, the
And the
authorities...
officials are gonna have to catch me outside.
How about that?
That's what's gonna happen.
He
Rue
also
looks
Alright,
over at
well,
Johnny to see what he thinks.
He does
'cause,
wanna
I
know
mean,
where his-
Johnny is.
friends have gone. If they still live. And he gives you the description. Which one is a small, portly man with green hair, and the other is a slender-framed man with brown hair, with a scar on his left temple. Ellie, you know what a temple is, right?
I know what a temple is. Place where you go worship, obviously.
No.
Yeah, I know what temple you're talking about. I know.
A
It's the body
I'm
temple.
Sure Rue can help us with the temple, right? Rue's probably really good at temple stuff.
Rue is really
Oh, Rue
good
knows
at
all
temple.
about the temple. You go there and you kneel down. Talk to him in the sky. Rue doesn't like temples.
You know, I'm gonna let Cole come up with the plan on this one. Because, you know, he likes doing jobs. I know he likes like contracts and stuff. I think our resident bounty boy Cole
That makes sense.
will
Let
have
me- I'll list the.
a sly, cunning plan.
I will list the requirements. If Dr.
Rue will
Jackal,
take the list.
if Dr. Jackal is up to something nefarious, either catch him
Hand
or
up.
kill him. Definitive proof that Dr. Jackal was up to something spurious. And the location or life status of my friends.
Rue's like counting on his fingers. He counts to 3. And he's like,
Oh.
Stretches his head a little bit, looking at 4 on his finger. Nods.
Mhm.
Okay,
Okay.
we're ready.
Okay, I'll leave you gentlemen to it. And any other questions before I continue on my way?
How would we contact you?
Meet me back here, or if you're unable to come back, contact Plasma Joe, and he will be able to contact me as my contact information.
Alrighty. And if you don't mind us asking, what's the payment for this?
Yeah,
1,000
Rue turns his head
1,000
over and
credits
like,
each.
Alright, sounds good to me.
I don't have much, but I'm gonna
Ooh.
use the rest of my pension to pay for this.
Cole, how much is that?
That's his pension.
That is many
Like,
steaks.
this many steaks. Like,
He holds up
like
two.
put your arms out, like here, big. Whoa! Here, let's go now. Let's go now. Rue's ready. Let's go now. He's still holding
Alright,
4.
cool.
Like,
So what do you think? Maybe one of us
it's 4.
needs a little aid. Maybe one of us is a little veteran. Looks over
Who's
at
ready?
Cole. Little veteran who needs some help. Some doctor help. Huh?
Rue,
Sorry,
Rue
trying to
nudges
suddenly
him with
shoot
his
you in
elbow.
the ankle.
I'm too young to be a veteran, Cole.
He
You're
is
too young.
he is extremely young, and Johnny does.
Yeah,
have
I
a
just
young
graduated the
looking
fuck of
face.
the academy. I'm like
He's
Wow.
18. He's
20,
18,
I believe.
19. Yeah, young.
Rue's a veteran.
Plant
I
Man,
think-
Plant
I
Man
think
veterans
Rue is
a
actually
little-
more
Who does not know what a
passable
veteran
than
means?
Johnny as a veteran.
probably. However, Dr. Jekyll has been treating human veterans because many of the veterans from Thoth and Stark are human. The aliens don't really align their interest with large federations.
And Cole's only like late mid-20s or something, like 20. Yeah, his age was like 27.
Well, consider when I get out of the Marine Corps, I will be a veteran and I will be 21. Not 21.
Ah.
Wait. 19.
No, you'll be older than that. You'll be like 23, 22?
I'll be 23. I'll have just turned 23.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is a pretty good deal, honestly. I don't know what the veterans' benefits are. That's pretty good.
GI Bill's gonna be nice.
I don't know. We're
Uh-huh.
gonna want to move really quietly on this one, right? Because we gotta verify intentions and whereabouts of our allies before we do anything to keep those
That's why I'm
assets from
saying
coming
you
to
play
harm.
patient.
You do.
And he'll help
have
you.
What if
to
I'm
do
under
verification.
patient getting like examined by this guy?
Alright, Cole, then you got a better plan?
Starts stabbing the table with like a small knife. Found.
Will you stop being a vandal?
You're not sure where the knife came from.
Yeah, I sort of like slap Rue's hand. I say, no, stop.
What?
No.
How you do that?
Do these veterans have to be human?
I believe
Who's
I just
testing
said
the
something
table?
about that not 30 seconds ago.
He
Yeah.
said most of them are human, but I guess, you know, some of them
Nah.
might be
If
not
you guys
human, but-
think it's passable, you could try it. It's your choice how this plan works. Or if it doesn't.
Are you gonna be our veteran Cole, or
we should probably
you got
not
something
spend
else?
4 hours sitting in the bar.
Yeah. Rue's busy. He's written "Johnny is here" on the table. Johnny was here.
I tell
With a
I'm
knife.
telling Rue, please, I've been asking, please stop. It's a nice place.
Now when they find you. That's right. Here,
I think
he's waving the knife at you.
I think we can
Yeah.
pass off Rue as
Yeah.
a seasoned veteran.
Now they
I mean,
know.
look at him. He's got the classic shell-shocked personality.
Okay.
Rue, make that face you make when you think of Mill Linton.
Here, Rue's trying to remember who that is. Here. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't think he's someone you'll ever forget.
Kind of like a little bit of like a unhappy, but like not like totally unhappy. Kind of like a
Not totally unhappy. Did you enjoy that?
like this. Here.
As
That
Now, you
base.
look at that. You look at that, Cole. You tell me that's our veteran.
Uh,
He's in shock.
He's
All right. Well, I guess we're doing this then.
I like this plan.
I don't like this plan, but
Who likes this
it's
plan?
not for me to decide.
I don't like it either. But I said
who wants to
Cole
get close
won't
to
be my veteran, so I guess Rue's the best we got.
you?
How old is Rue actually?
Well, hard to tell
Rue
age
counts-
since he's a
Rue
plant.
counts to 3,
How about we cut him in half and count the
4,
rings?
No.
5.
You can't count past 5.
Yeah.
Rue gets to 10 and then runs out of fingers.
Yeah, he gets to
And
10
so
and
he
really runs
stops.
out. Yeah. It's like more than this. Holds up
More
his
than
both his
this.
hands. Rue is very old and wise. He nods his head enthusiastically.
All right. Let's maybe go buy some sort of costume. I'm gonna look around. I'm sure they have like some war fanatic like costume somewhere we could buy.
Rue could have been the village shaman.
Reminder,
Could have.
you do have
Didn't want
to
to.
do things once you get there that might require a little bit of intelligence. And he would be there alone.
I can accompany him as a another veteran looking after my buddy.
It's probably the best idea. Maybe all 3 of you should go. However, I'm not saying. Changa, at this point, has had something from the bar, and he starts puking. And he draws the ship on a piece of paper and, like, points back.
All right. You
This is
two
the poor
get
unfortunate man who had to
costumes.
clean it
I'll
up.
walk him back. I'll walk him back.
In a costume? Wait, they would have an old man costume? Ew.
No, you gotta look like
Get, like, a
veterans.
human
Get something
old
that'll make
man
us look
costume.
Like veterans.
Like a Halloween
Veterans
costume,
look like
like a
normal
human old
people,
man.
guys.
Like, just get like the
People in
bald
the
cap and put that
military-
over Rue's.
People in the military.
They look grizzled and scared, Gabe.
Yes,
Hey-
they do.
Guys, come on.
A little unwashed and
Ellie
yeah,
is-
can't wash it.
Unwashed, scared, broken people. That's veterans.
Look at Ellie. Ellie Elliott in
Yeah.
real life is a veteran.
I am. That's true. Am I? I guess I am.
Gabe. Remember
Technically,
You're not an
He
American
doesn't
veteran.
even know
you're a
what happened.
Finnish
No,
veteran.
I'm not.
He's
But you're a
broken
veteran.
man.
I'm a broken man. I'm broken by the wear and tear of
He
Finland.
can't even remember things I said yesterday. Gabe. He's
I
a
can't
broken
even
man.
remember things he said
He's a broken
yesterday. Here. Right.
Alright.
Poor broken soul. Please help me. Give me the
I
veterans
want
benefit.
Changa back to the ship, and then we'll go to the doctor, and we'll get some help.
Cat got locked in my room.
What can you say,
Out.
Ellie? You're just a pussy magnet.
Do any of these stalls actually sell
Yeah,
stuff
what
like
can I
this? Or
say?
whatnot?
They've got clothes.
Yeah.
You know.
Anything uniformy?
Changa bought a combat. Changa bought a combat assault uniform last time.
I don't think I'll be able to wear that one.
With my rifle on my back,
It might
I'm
be a
gonna
little too
such
small.
a veteran. And we got Rue. We can pretend Rue's shell shocked or something. Like this is gonna be great.
Yeah, or has some horrible disease that needs to be treated that's slowly turning
See,
into a
it'll be
plant man.
perfect. He'll have so much of his attention focused on what the hell is wrong with Rue that we can move about freely.
Or maybe he'll just be desperate
Word.
to treat people for some reason.
Yeah, maybe he'll just be helping people. You know, we don't know.
You know
In
what?
which case, Rue will be an even better distraction.
From everything, you guys haven't heard anything negative about the doctor. I mean, you haven't
Yeah.
really heard anything positive
For all we
about him
know,
either.
he could just be helping people.
He
Anyway,
could
let's go, boys. Come on.
just
don't
be
dilly-dally.
helping people.
Gotta get Changa back to the ship. Came my tiny little Johnny arms.
And you
Oh, there's have tiny
yeah.
arms.
I mean, Johnny's not a built boy.
No, he's not built, but he doesn't have tiny arms.
That's
They are average.
very,
Very,
protective over his arm.
Very average.
Very
So as you
conscious
guys
about
as
his
you guys
arms.
take
Shit.
Changa back to
He was
the
gonna
ship,
squeeze
There's a
you
Johnny's
see
like
the you see the
bicep.
doctor. He's kind of like shuffling some
Needs more- needs more.
shell-shocked looking veterans onto his ship. Now these guys do look like what Johnny so kindly described. They're a little fucked up, right? A couple of them are missing like appendages. A couple of them just have like horrible like 1,000-yard stares. You know, they've seen some shit.
Hey, Rue, you're a
They
plant,
are
right?
broken, scarred, grizzled people. I told you.
You can grow things back, right?
We're not cutting off.
Who's
a
like,
piece of-
Who's not really sure
Rue
about that?
cannot grow things back.
who doesn't want to try? He's like holding his hand like protectively, like up to his chest.
All right. Cole, you lead the way with Rue,
Rue's
and I'll
not.
take up the back because I am pretty young looking. I'm gonna get a little bit of. I haven't shaved in a while, you know. Maybe I can pass for older than I am. I haven't shaved in too long, you know. Got a little bit of like that 5 o'clock shadow looking stuff, you know.
Oh, hold on, wait. Rue's like, oh, hold on. Rue picks up some dirt from the ground and like splashes it in Johnny's face,
Rue,
making his hair a little bit.
What are you doing,
Here.
Rue? Oh my goodness. Veterans may be scarred, but they don't just rub dirt on themselves.
Now you
That
look like
doesn't
them.
make
And he like
any
points over
sense.
at the points over like a homeless man standing nearby.
He's paranoid. He's trying to keep the enemy from seeing him.
The same.
Okay.
Our dirt is
whatever,
good for the
whatever.
skin.
Let's go get this over with.
So Changa returns to the ship. And, Dr. Mangala isn't there with you.
Yeah,
You guys approach Dr. Fink, and he's got his, what am I saying? Dr. Jackal. And he's got his clipboard.
Is
out.
it- Yeah.
And the
Let him
other
on.
two kind of like look back at you and shuffle onto the ship. He's like,
Waves his hand.
yes, gentlemen.
We heard you were caring for wounded veterans.
Ah, yes, I served with them during some of the conflicts, and my heart goes out to these men and women that fight.
Right. Well, pleasure to meet you. I believe you're Mr. Jekyll, right? I've only heard a little bit about you.
Doctor.
I'm Cole Greaves myself. I served as a squad tech. This here's my buddy Rue. Been a little shell shocked since
Oh, what
our last
what happened
excursion.
to him? See,
I think it was too close to. I'm not sure. There was a lot going on, sir, but
Well,
I-
we
it
were
was a
fighting.
little bit.
We were in combat with these guys, and Cole was trying to hack into a turret, and things went bad, and the turret blew up, and Rue here was a little too close.
oh,
And ever since, Rue has just not really been the same. Rue,
what
you
about the,
okay, buddy?
what's with the pigment and
Nods his head.
those growths? And,
We're not quite sure.
Ellie, could you give me a bluff check?
Yeah, he's gonna nod his head again. Sadly. What is it? Is
Nodding
it
his head
1
like that.
It's 2d6.
6
2d6
plus nothing?
plus, well, if you have a negative
I have-
skill.
I actually I barely have almost enough charisma to have.
Yeah, I
plus
think they're
one.
just persuade. So
Okay. Yeah, it's just
yeah,
persuade.
persuasion.
Okay.
Uh,
So,
not good.
not great. So
Not bad.
Dr. Jackal kind of like looks at him and is like he's like looking at him very closely and like inspecting him.
He like touches him. Rue laughs a little bit because it tickles.
Are you sure he wasn't always this way? It doesn't look like an infection. It doesn't look like a mutation. Was he human before?
So, like,
No,
quick-
Nods his head.
he has not been human. He is a another species.
How
However, he certainly earned his place in our squad through his valiant acts.
Well, I won't deny
Rue
I won't deny somebody treatment based off their skin tone or species. I don't know how much I'll be able to help. I'm not experienced, but so could you list your ailments for me before I take off?
Rue looks at Johnny or Cole and like, should I? Like, I don't.
I sort of like look at Rue and
I'd
do
say
like
open.
the little like crazy sign, you know, near my head, like your head.
Oh, Rue points at his head. Does like the here. And nods and like does the
Oh, you poor lad.
I'm sorry, it's been a little difficult for him to vocalize his thoughts in a straightforward manner since it all happened.
I'll just put down severe trauma. And for you two.
If possible, we'd just like to attend our friend and see that he gets treated properly.
I've got space, as long as you follow through on everything that I ask you to.
Of course.
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, please board the ship then, and if you have any weapons, I suggest leaving them here. They'll be taken from you at the facility.
I sort of like glance over to Cole, like,
Also gonna glance over. Touching his like bow.
Like, all right.
Later.
If it's okay, we'll go and deposit them real quick and be right back.
Thank you. It's just that's
And
trouble,
I'll
and
sort
I
of
know
like-
the tendency for you folk to carry.
Of course.
I sort of like put my arm around Rue, like, come on, Rue, like we're gonna be right back, and the nice man will help you. Come on, Rue.
This button thing.
Come on, Rue.
Please. Okay. Here, Ruzi is gonna follow.
Come on, buddy.
Running a little bit. Side. And on the outside. Like a single tier.
Alright, so you guys
No,
gonna
and,
are you guys
uh,
gonna try
gonna get
any
you
weapon to hide any weapons on you, or are you gonna just trust the doctor?
I don't really have any. I guess I could try the revolver.
I'm
but-
gonna. Can I try like disassembling my pistol to more basic components and like hiding in my toolbox?
I don't have any stealth actually, so I won't. So I'm gonna store combat rifle. Store that. I'll store the ammo. You know, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna be using that shit.
You can do that. You can try that. However, if they are scanning for weapons, it is still going to be detected, even in pieces.
And I'm going to keep my steel cable, my compact medkit, and Lazarus patches.
Okay.
They're scanning for weapons, probably. Yeah. Steel cable.
Ruzi's gonna check with Johnny and see if a knife is like holding up a knife. Like,
What's the knife made
this
of?
one? It's. I think.
Is it a
I'm not
bone
sure.
knife, or have you made it?
I was a knife I just killed, so it could be a bone knife. I mean, it's just a knife that he had at the beginning of the game. So
Could he have been shaman with
it could
this
definitely
knife?
be bone, because bone is something
What?
that
Well,
yeah,
yeah,
of
if,
course
it,
he
if
likes.
Ellie started with it, it's most likely made of bone.
I mean, it was my
I'll-
primitive
I'll
set.
give him like a little thumbs up, and I'll say, but remember, Rue, don't let anyone see it until we need it, okay?
Okay. Who knows? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
While
Ooh,
I
Lou
wasn't there
understands.
during that one session, did we level up at all?
No.
Like, what level are we
You're not
now?
leveled up. You are level 3.
Still
currently.
3.
We're still level
Still
3?
three.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright, and I'll sort of like, put my arm back around and like, come on, Rue, let's go back to the nice doctor.
I'm trying to think, where would Rue hide this? You thought about it. I guess Rue would have to wear shoes, right?
You can put it in your hair.
That's
Yeah,
true.
I-
Your hair is pretty big. I would
It
say
is
that's,
pretty-
You put it in
that's
your
probably
brush.
where you put it. You probably put it in your hair.
In his hair, just tie it around like a plant
Yeah.
hair stem thing. Yeah. The follicle. Yeah.
And even then, you could just say it's like decoration or something.
True.
So you guys make your way back to
Come
the
on.
ship. And
Yeah, come on,
Part of my
Rue.
culture. Thank you.
aboard, you guys see a couple other veterans sitting with you. Did you wanna start up a conversation with them at all?
Yeah, I'll ask him. So, why are you guys here?
So you ask a man named Larpy. He's like, well, I'm Larpy. I was a close combat expert for the Stark Coalition, and I happened to lose a knife fight and got pretty torn up. So I'm here to get treatment for ailing wounds. Maddox over there is explosives for my squad as well. He's the one that saved me. But the reason I got so torn up is he had to save me with a grenade. So I'm missing a couple things. I'm trying to see if I can get cybernetic
When he
do-
says he had to save him with a grenade, I think back to that one guy who tried a grenade, to kill himself, and it did like one damage and barely left him alive. I sort of think back down, like I just had a sad look on my face, like,
Get that the Wallace that was on the yard stare.
It
The
sounds
veteran.
it sounds rough, but I promise I'm fine. Do over there was a commander for
Veteran.
an opposing coalition for Ursa Mining. He made a couple bad decisions, and he feels pretty terrible about it, and so he's coming to see psychiatric help. Mem over there is well, he worked a security detail for Thoth, and he worked at someplace, a Braxy station. He saw some horrible shit, and he's never quite been the same since that.
Out of curiosity, you mentioned that you were trying to get some implants. Does Jekyll only handle civilian grade
one second, I think
implants,
my
or
team's
will he
messed
be
up.
able
I'm
to
gonna
get you back in
restart
the
it real
field
quick.
with something a little bit more hardy military
User
grade?
disconnected from your channel.
I don't know if he'll have anything military grade. I'm just looking for, day-to-day use.
Of course.
He's taking us to his clinic. It's at an old Thoth space station above the planet Roksha. They're renting it out to a bunch of businesses and things, or they used to be at least. All I know is that
User
they're
joined your
letting
channel.
Dr. Jackal use it for his clinic now. I think they're doing a whole bunch of things up there, and I don't think he's the only doctor. He's just the head of the project. I've seen some other people out here scouting the streets for people.
Well, that's good to hear.
And you hear the rumble of the engines as it begins to take off into space.
I'm actually quite interested in medicine myself, but I'm accompanying my friend Rue here. He's not been too good ever since this one firefight.
My brain is hurt. Points
Yeah,
at his head, does a
that's good.
spinning thing, and nods.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You guys,
I know he got a little shook up.
what a,
I am shook
It
up.
was my fault as his tech.
Rue is shook up. Very shaken.
I have a couple friends like him speaking themselves in the third person. Mostly fine, just, not quite the same.
We're hoping the doctor might have something to help him out.
Okay. Maybe won't be as green either.
Yeah, we think it might be a little different, because he's not exactly human. Maybe we can do something.
Well, I hope the best for you. Well, and myself.
I hope the
of
best for
course.
you as well.
And you guys look around the ship. Everyone seems fairly normal. You realize Mem. Oh, motherfucker! I just.
What?
Nothing. Yeah, I'm like trying to select in an area.
You realize Mem is a motherfucker.
There we go. Okay.
Piece of shit Mem.
Fucking mem.
Rue takes out the
Yes,
knife and Rue cuts him up right now.
Mem.
Fucking
Oh shit.
Here, mother.
Mem is looking pretty dodgy. He's kind of like looking around, like holding his stomach, and like looking.
I'll go over to him. Hey, buddy, is everything okay?
Yes, just nervous about being back at a Thoth place. Last time it was subpar.
Yeah, I got you, buddy. I know it can be a little scary, But hey, look, we're all here, and we may not have all fought for the same people right now. We're all for each other. Isn't that right, Rue? And I'll look back to Rue.
Rue's brain is damaged. He like looks back,
See, that's my friend Rue. He's not doing too well, but he's got a heart of gold.
turns back to like what he was doing. Here, playing with something in the corner at the moment.
So the
He's not letting anybody see it.
the flight's fairly short, and you just go off you hear yourself lift off the planet, a subtle shake of de-atmo, and you arrive at what you would assume is the station that you weren't able to see out the back. You walk into a large hangar, which is
That man looks familiar.
obviously it used to be obviously used to be military grade. And you deboard the ship, debark. It's debark. I don't know if it's debark.
Debark? I don't know. That sounds a little weird.
You debark the
Maybe.
ship, and you
Yep.
What's a debark sound? Is it like carp?
Like garb.
Like that?
Garb.
I'm funny.
Garb.
So you step off the ship, and your eye
starts
is immediately
debarking.
attracted to obvious members of Thoth military, and Mem starts to, like, look around. Thoth security detail, and your eyes, the three of you, are drawn to the doctor.
Who's like,
the one,
pretty lady.
the one. Very
This is
it's not a woman. It's not a man.
Could be a woman.
It's just a doctor.
It could be a woman.
It could be either. It could be either.
Thought we discussed this here last time. It has the
Menacing.
potential.
It has potential. Yes, you.
What's
when
under
you
the
get-
robe?
It's a feminine penis.
It's a feminine. Even better than we thought.
And it's obvious that the doctor is at the head of
The combo.
a head of these black mercenary-looking types
I have red eyes. Oh, that's scary.
who are speaking with this massive mech. It's obviously for hangar security, and it's just a small group, so it looks like either they've landed here to discuss something with Thoth, or just landed here accidentally, maybe pulled in against their will. But they've got their weapons, and they're not backing down, but they're also not being overtly aggressive. Larpy nudges you. It's like, you see those guys over there?
Yeah.
Those guys, they're bad. Solaris Singularity Group. Crackshot mercenaries. Do anything for coin.
Anything? Says.
Anything, big guy.
I sort of like nervously
Hey,
glance
who
over
knows
to
that
Rue,
one? They said,
Because
hey,
I
who
remember
thinks he knows
Bill Blinton. Johnny
Bill
remembers.
doesn't want to remember
That's what it-
those days.
Like you know when Heavy was like nervous laughter. That's like me. Like
So, Dr. Jackal guides you guys through the security point. Okay, I don't want to grab that. I'm gonna move you back. I
Ooh.
want to grab you guys. There you go. And
The ships take off.
yeah, the ships take off.
Do they actually?
This ship actually does take off with these guys boarding it. One of them, the doctor, turns around.
I want to make. I just want to make this clear. Like, after I saw them immediately, I just like paid no attention. You know, like
Or
try not to.
or Rue, where are you looking?
Yeah. Rue is looking at her, and he's making this face. Hey. No, he is looking right at her.
She make. It's not a she. God damn it! Stop.
We're gonna make her. It's an it.
Make eye contact.
It's a they.
They
they.
Menacing.
they look back at you and look dead at you, and then give
No.
her kind of a slight like half-hearted wave as they board the ship. It's
Rue's not gonna wave back.
It's not gonna be a cute girl. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
They're your enemy. They're your sworn enemy.
Look,
Ooh, I
man,
just
the
love
dick
this so much.
dick unite all. Okay.
She wouldn't even be thick. It's a very slender-framed thing.
Johnny likes different things than Jesse.
Okay, okay, alright.
Okay.
Alright. I think thickness
Yeah.
is a naturally occurring choice. There are no... It's a very what's the word that I'm looking for?
Feet.
Agendered frame.
Okay.
It's not either way. It's just, it's barely even human when you look at it.
Never
It's
know
just-
until we take it off. Winky face.
It's odd.
Yard. Face.
All right. Well, let's
What a
cute
continue
face.
as the good doctor leads us.
Move through security. And, oh, that's just a blank page that I left in there for some reason. This one's the one I want to bring you guys to. Okay. The room's probably black for Rue and Johnny. Now, you has sight. I'll play your suit light. Okay. You guys can see, right?
I can see. Yeah, there's like I can't see around. I can't see over here and stuff, but
That's the way
I
it's
can
can-
see all that's in front of me.
all that I want, all that I need.
Who's this man up here? Yeah.
So you walk in to, and Dr. Jackal goes up towards the counter as you guys approach security, and you guys form an orderly line on either side.
I'm gonna go over here.
That's a bad pitch.
Okay, well,
We're just gonna go like
I'm sorry.
there.
I'm sorry.
All his friends over
I'm
here.
gonna be like, I'm like nudge Cole. Like, you can't leave Rue alone. Go with him. Go with him.
He doesn't want to be the light alone.
Come on, Ru. Come on, Ru.
so
Okay.
Dr.
Bruce holding
Jackal,
your hand.
Dr. Jackal turns towards you and said, "Before we go through the scanners, gentlemen, I'd like you to disclose now if you have any weapons, just so security doesn't have to grab you. Just kindly." And he looks around. No weapons?
No, sir.
And Mem
Looks down.
walks up. Mem raises his hand. He's like, "Doctor, I have something to turn in." And he's like, "Oh, okay. Come over here, gentlemen." And Mem goes up to the security counter, and you see him hand over, a small black package. And Dr. Jackal is like, "Oh, it'll be returned to you on your exit." And the Thoth guard grabs it and stores it in the security table, in a lockbox. And then Mem gets back in line behind you guys. It's like, Dr. Jackal turns around. He's like, "See that progress, gentlemen? Already we're making progress. Anybody else? Going once? Twice? Okay."
Look down.
I
And,
sort of turn back to Mem, and I'm like, that was real brave of you, buddy. You're doing
So-
good.
Thanks. I'm pretty sure I'll come in handy later.
I sort of have the confused look on my face, like, huh?
Okay. And you guys are led through.
Boy.
Come here.
Oh, you guys doing D&D?
Yes.
Actually, you could.
Sound muted. Sound resumed.
I see that now.
We good?
Yeah,
It's
it's
just
good.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good, Gabe. You're good.
You guys walk through the
Doesn't
scanners,
like.
each,
Doesn't like these.
and, nothing happens. Except for when Maddox steps through the scanner. A bunch of lights go off. One of the guards walks up to him and just puts his hand out. And Maddox hands over
Stick your finger in my
a,
ass.
a large block of what appears to be plastic explosive.
Okay.
And the guard kind of takes him over into the corner. And right before you go through, Mem walks through before you, Jesse. Then right before you go through, Dr. Jackal looks at you. It's like, "Don't want to be that, do you? Nothing on you, right?"
I look at him and yeah. I look at him and smile and say, "No, there's no weapons here, doctor." And they all go through.
And
I stored everything.
You guys all stored everything.
Yeah. Did you all make it through?
Rue has his
Ornament.
Rue has his knife. I know.
Ornament.
I was wondering if it
Ornament.
actually would. Yeah.
It's an ornament.
Yeah, it's just
okay.
You
decoration.
guys go through without a hitch.
Well,
It's obvious that they're not really scanning heavily because they don't expect people to be bringing bone knives in. And if
It's
they,
Rue's knife.
If they scan
It's
for
his special
bone,
knife.
they would hit every time because everybody.
Yeah, 'cause everyone has
most-
bones,
Most people
surprisingly.
have bones.
Most people,
Yeah.
that's true. That's true. Rue might not have bones for all I know.
For all I know, we might not have bones.
Yeah,
Bones.
I
Bones.
haven't taken.
What
a
does he
look
have?
inside Rue.
What does
You
Rue
know?
have?
What does Rue have?
Does
That's
Rue
up to
have
you,
a
I
Wouldn't
penis?
Rue like to know?
Wouldn't Rue like to know?
Maybe the scanners
You
can
guys,
find
you
out.
guys make it through, and then Dr. Jackal.
Rue lets out a big sigh, like, oh, Rue doesn't like that.
Dr. Jackal kind of like eyes him,
Big-
but like doesn't really.
Oh,
do
look at
much.
Dr. Jack. I'm gonna ask about the guy's pulse. Like he's gonna
Stupid
be fine.
machine,
Just
like,
give him a
hits
stern
it.
little talking to, right?
Of course, nothing to worry about. You'll see him later during the research. I promise.
Doesn't
Alright,
like.
alright.
I promise.
You- Would it be alright if I went by my friend Rue again?
Oh yeah, of course. I don't mind. And then
Or maybe I'll grab your
Rue
hand.
thought it was gonna eat him.
affirmingly. Grab your
Rue
hand.
thought it was gonna eat
affirmingly,
him.
Rue.
What would you make Rue do that? You scare Rue to death.
you guys go up to the elevator, and as you go up to the elevator, you guys you realize the first two people in front of you are put into handcuffs as they enter the elevator. And then when you go up,
Rue's like, sees that, looks at Johnny, like, kind of worriedly. Also, like,
this
Cole,
one
like,
also, him and Mem
Cole!
go up and get and
What do you-
and then Dr. Jackal sees your reticence, and he's like, "Oh, gentlemen, this is a security I promise, it's just a security. Many of the not victims, but many of the injured people downstairs are in handcuffs due to extreme PTSD, and we do this to check when we go in. If you're not screened, if you're screened and you don't have secure, like, trauma or anything like that, you will be released immediately. It's just a short-term thing. We'll be getting screening immediately once we get down there."
Were there
What
anyone
the
like?
fuck?
Was there anyone leaving when we got here?
No,
Other
you
than
haven't,
the,
you haven't
the-
seen anyone leave.
Rue
I
kind
sort
of
of
looks
look over
at
at Rue. And look over
Johnny.
at Cole. I'm like,
Cole. Yeah. A group glance.
I'll step
Who
forward
doesn't
and I'll put
trust
my
him?
hands up.
Rue doesn't trust him, he
Thank
whispers
you.
to Cole.
Thank you, gentlemen. It's so much easier when you guys work with us. His
Rue
first
kind of
step,
backs up.
first
He's
step
gonna let Cole
towards,
go first.
first step towards health. And it's like, could you guys get your big friend in it? I know he's nervous. It would help a lot if you guys.
I'll sort of hold up the little handcuffs. Like, look, Rue, shiny.
Rue's just like,
Come on,
gives
Rue.
his face.
You want yourself a nice,
No.
Rue has been in handcuffs.
good-looking
before.
pair of bracelets, yeah.
Rue, all you do is make that face now, Rue. I miss the good old Rue. Want to tell jokes. Make us laugh. Come on, Rue.
This is a time for jokes. Rue doesn't like this. He goes up to the Jekyll guy. He points at him, like, kind of at his chest, like, who doesn't trust you?
It's like, well,
Looks at him, gives him, like, squints his eyes, and
we will work on our doctor-patient relationship, Rue. I promise when we're done here, we will make so much progress.
he
This
just
stuff will wear with
sighs.
words,
He's
doesn't
like,
it?
Bruce doesn't trust you, and he puts his hands up for the handcuffs. Like, he kind of looks to the side. He's looking away. Just do it.
Okay, and the guy handcuffs him and then gently, like, guides
He makes a
him towards
whimpering
the
sound
elevator.
a little bit.
And then
After all the security guys are ready to show, I'm gonna like whisper, I don't trust him too much either.
and then Cole, you go up and get yours as well, right?
Yeah.
You guys make your way. You get in, and the elevator shuts with a
Just like last time.
very quickly, and you begin to descend into the depths of the station.
I'm gonna. Can I set my communicator?
Keep our clothes. Hey, did we keep our clothes, by the way?
Well, yeah,
Yeah, we
you're in
keep-
your
keep our
clothes. You're not in like Auschwitz. They didn't
Okay.
They just put you in handcuffs.
I think if you're in like some sort of mental ward, they usually, or like a hospital, they usually give you like gowns, hospital like gowns. and
Well, they
stuff,
haven't. They
I
haven't.
think.
done
Can I
that
set my little communicator pad thing to record? Gabe, is that a thing?
Yeah, they didn't take it.
Like
from you.
audio, of course.
It's
not
all-
like-
No,
Yeah,
Auschwitz.
you have a set.
Basically, might as well be Auschwitz. Come on.
Yeah,
Well-
I'll set that to record while we're going
That's
down.
more
just
right
to-
than you'll expect.
Oh
I'm
no!
pretty sure.
No!
I mean,
you
okay,
idiots!
think about this. Just think about this, Ellie. Why would there be armed guards at a hospital?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we're in for a bad time. But I'm gonna record it, cause then I'll have proof. So I'm
Is
recording
Johnny
it.
recording it? Wait.
Yeah. On the way down, I'll like fiddle with my wrist thing and.
Rue's
start to
nodding
record
like,
audio.
oh, that makes sense. Rue didn't think of that.
So you guys
Oh,
get
what
off,
did you get ruined? No. He's like, yeah,
Guys,
looking
get
at
off
the
the
handcuffs,
elevator.
looks around.
and the
Oh,
tone
why
has
would we do this?
changed entirely from the warm atmosphere of the entryway. It is
Oh, joy.
a cold, dark room, and in the center is a large metal ring, and you are coerced into stepping into the ring by guards with much larger weaponry than you saw upstairs. They're like, come on, get in.
Johnny shows no change of emotion. He's still, pretty happy. Pretty happy-go-lucky. He's gonna step on in.
Who kind of growls
thing,
at the
fellas.
fact they're like corralling him? He doesn't like that at all. He makes like some growling sounds.
One of the guards is taken aback and then raises his weapon. He's like, "Get in there!" And the
He
others kind
stops
of
for a second, and then he goes.
And then Mem is
This is Johnny's-
Mem is
it's
looking
cold.
around, and he whispers something to Larpy, and Larpy kind of
And then-
nods his head.
Rue will whisper to Mem, "What are you guys talking about?"
He's like, "Don't worry, big guy. It's all gonna be okay. I promise.
Free real estate.
Yeah, I got,
What's the?
I got friends on the outside. Okay."
Okay.
What were they talking about?
Rue's friends on the inside.
And you guys are put into the chamber, and then a laser goes up and down on you. Scans you from head to toe once again. And you hear the man at the console shout out to Dr. Jackal. He's a prime specimen. Nothing really wrong with him, except that one in the front, and he points at Larpy. He's got some bits jumbled up inside of him, but should still be useful. And you guys exit the chamber, and Dr. Jackal's waiting there, and he's like, "Hello, my friends. You and I are going to make so much progress.
Oh joy.
If you'll follow me."
Johnny,
And
Johnny.
kinda, guides the way to the next room. The guards are
Cool.
obviously aimed at you.
Do we exit the front or the back? Where
Through
he-
this-
You exit the front. It's not walled. It's just like a metal ring on the floor. No, you're going towards Dr. Jackal. Towards Dr. Jackal.
Wait, where?
Towards Dr. Jackal.
Got it.
What's Dr. Jackal?
Everybody's gone that way. So I was like, what?
And into the next room, where there's a bunch of people working on a bunch of different things. And there's armed guards now on either side of you, escorting you. Let me paste them in so you guys can see them. These guards are grizzled. They are not happy. They don't seem particularly happy to be working here or to be escorting you, but they're kind of doing their job. And you see here, there's some tests running that are they look purely scientific. There's an arc of light dashing between 2 points, and the laser fires through it, and it becomes immediately a flat disc. And then they throw a rock against it, and it bounces off. Over here, there is something you may have seen before.
It's that fungi zombie.
It is a fungal zombie. And over on this is a small woman, petite woman, who,
I've seen many of those before.
thank you, Cole, who is being examined. Dr. Jackal's like, here's the main section. Over on the right is where we're doing our hard suit research, and up ahead is our bioweapon research. Now, I'm telling you all this because I don't fear that you're going to disclose it to anyone, and also you're all here voluntarily, helping us. So, That's just the kindest bit you could be. And he like leads you through. All the scientists kind of like look down. They don't really like look you in the eye as you're led through and into the bioweapons area. Before we take you
I
there,
sort
you'll
of
be,
asked the doctor, we're gonna help you, of course, but you're surely going to help us in return, right? And I'll sort of point my hands to Rue, like,
Of course, I'm helping everyone.
Rue's
We're-
brain is damaged.
We're helping everyone.
yeah, do you hear
Hey.
that, doctor?
I'm sure it is, but don't worry. We're gonna make you all better. All of us are gonna get better. And
Worried laughter.
Rue likes to sound Latin. I mean, that doesn't sound so bad. Rue's not
so he guides you through in the next room where a bunch of
okay with.
you enter the room
Uh,
and you've been somewhere like this before. This looks shockingly similar to a Braxy station. What the fuck is that? Where you guys recovered the data for Plasma Gel on one of your first outings. That is a large beast, which looks like an ogre. Fuck, 1 second. I had the name for
Alligator?
It's an ogre. It's a Bati ogre, a large, just a horribly brutish creature with a massive horn on the front, or two massive horns rather. It's gigantic. You've seen these before on holovids and things. But this one
Ooh.
it's off. It's got some
Like
red
that one.
growth on it, and it's just like thrashing against its bonds. It's in kind of an electric cage. And then over on the far left, you see fungal zombies and neuro creep growth. And Dr. Jackal looks and is like, "This is what you gentlemen will be helping us with. We need research participants for our testing on this. I just thought I'd show you what you'd be helping with. And now we'll take you to your where you'll be staying." And you kind of see his facade slip a little bit.
Oh, Rue thinks that he just said cells.
Who are these people, Gabe?
They're scientists of the same order, but they look,
That wants to help us
more-
after all.
these scientists don't even bother to look up at you. You're hamsters to them, gerbils, nothing more.
All right, I'm gonna try and look around, see.
Yeah, they're not.
Maybe I
stopping you.
can look around a bit, what could be useful if we need to leave, perhaps.
Well, I mean, it looks like the beast is held by chains on the exterior. So if something was fucked with it on the exterior, it might release it. Whether that would help you or hurt you, unknown. The
That could
fungal
vary.
zombies
That could vary.
appear to be dormant solely because they don't see anyone. It's one-way glass. You're not sure how strong the glass is, but... And there's a couple scalpels on the dissection tables over there. Laser
And
scalpels.
I'll actually come forward to the good doctor and say, well, if you're doing research, I myself was actually quite the good researcher back when I was with the academy.
Ah, wonderful. I'm sure your brain will make a wonderful, wonderful addition. There's plenty of scientific minds here.
Oh, like that. Okay. Yeah, that's.
Oh,
I mean, what other way would you mean? Of course. Yeah. Walks back to the group.
how did it go?
How did it go?
Help!
They're like, here.
Let's see. I've got this
His hand on
brain
your
in a
shoulder,
case
like,
here. It's
Jackal.
whose brain is it? Abby Normal.
SpongeGar.
So you head back
Scratches his head, isn't
into
that
the
what that means?
previous room, and then into
While I was looking around, Gabe, did I happen to see any controls?
yeah,
Because I'm pretty familiar with research equipment. So
yeah. There's tables. with various controls on them for various different things. You don't catch enough of a glimpse to know which one does what, but you know that
Yeah.
they are in there. And there's
Okay.
you guys are led into a holding area, and the doors all open for you, and you're guided gently, and by gently I mean roughly, into your rooms.
We're just gonna resist a little bit,
Okay, give me a
make it harder on them.
Give me a roll.
We get to share a
No?
room with Rue, correct? Because
No.
he sort of relies on us, you know. I mean,
I'm sorry, gentlemen, but I can't let you guys share a room. It's against facility policy.
that room's taken. Which room isn't taken, Gabe? Point me to one.
The open rooms are not taken.
I don't know which one, so this is what
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
going
you
in?
guys, I
What?
forgot
Hey.
I forgot I enforced line of sight. My bad.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
You guys are all put
This-
in rooms next to each other. Rue is
am I?
put in by two
Oh.
guards. He knocks one of them to the ground, and the guard gets up and like smacks him with a baton. You
Okay.
you guys see this.
No, I didn't smack. I know. I just said I was trying to like resist. I was like,
Yeah, you
putting
resist.
my like foot in the the dirt. Is
Yeah.
you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna like
No, you don't
fight
smack
them
them. They
right now.
smack you.
Okay, they smack me. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
They smack you.
John.
They are
And they
upset.
smack each other?
No, they smack you. They're upset with the resistance.
Okay,
Yeah.
well,
Johnny smiles he sort of twitches a little bit, and he just keeps smiling, you know.
Rue's just gonna like he's in the room and he like puts his like
And the
hand on the
cell
back of his
doors-
head like
The cell doors close, and you guys get a look into
meat bag.
your room.
Not even a good hit.
What's this? What's that? Is that the light?
That's the light. The room
Okay, how-
is bare. It has a light, a urinal/toilet, and a bed. Well, I say a bed.
Rue's gonna go drink
It's a
from the
frame.
toilet. Oh, Rue is so thirsty.
Johnny's gonna lay
Make
down
me
on the
make
bed,
me a
and he's gonna
constitution
start.
check, Ellie.
He's gonna start
I'm
playing
actually
the
good at
Great
these. I have
Escape.
+1 to
Is there
Constitution.
poo poo in there? Is there poo poo to
There
fertilize
was
him?
not poo poo in there.
Oh no!
Oh, I need that fertilizer. Oh,
Yeah, you
oh.
need that fertilizer. Good for you.
Oh, that's so good.
I'm gonna microwave some pizza. I'm also gonna be on mic. I'm just letting you guys know
I
I'm
think
on
this
my
is like
computer.
what I do. That's not bad.
You're okay.
So are these rooms just
Yeah.
kind of cells, or do they have like monitoring devices in them?
Well, you give me a perception check.
Okay.
Also, describe how you look around the room, so I know.
I look around for monitoring devices on the ceiling, the walls, underneath or around the bed. I'm careful because I want to. I try and be meticulous because I want to know what's in my room.
Okay. You
Anyway, let's see.
Rue's gonna start ripping some of the blanket. He can. If there's a blanket,
Perception is
pretty pillow,
bones,
cloth.
right? Right. Okay, wisdom. Alright, I don't got a mod then. Okay,
you
just curious.
roll a perception check. Perception is oh,
Wow.
You find a small camera hidden behind the light.
Okay.
Are you gonna do anything with it?
Now
That's not something I know.
those guys didn't confiscate my toolbox, did they? Right?
They did. I didn't think you brought it.
No, I brought the toolbox, just not the gun.
Yeah, you said they only scan for weapons, but I mean you're the DM.
And they
so-
probably would.
Yeah, they definitely took that.
Okay.
Okay.
But it's in the
that could be
security
a
desk
tool.
where the other stuff is, correct?
Yes, it would be there.
Okay.
That's where it would be.
This is information crucial to Johnny. His brain's running at 200% right now.
Okay.
This is the.
See, because
Oh.
they can take away everything,
Mhm.
but they forgot. He's a psionic baby.
So essentially, the only thing on me is like my clothes and whatnot.
Yes.
All right.
They didn't take my steel cable or anything useless like that, right?
No, like they were like a steel cable, whatever. Like the guard was like, "Oh, he can hang himself, whatever. It doesn't matter."
Okay, excellent. I can make this
Don't they need
work.
him for like test subjects? Wait.
They need his body.
Can't have him hang himself.
They
oh.
they don't care.
Oh, I see.
We're just gonna start ripping up the bed a little bit.
We're
Just
gonna
gonna take some
we're
cloth.
gonna take a short
wrap.
break here,
That'd be
and I want everyone to use the bathroom and everything before we move on to the next bit.